Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. So I'm back with another Dyson Airwrap follow-up video. So in this video, I figured I would test out the pre-styling dryer attachment that comes with the Dyson Airwrap. This attachment was one of the reasons why I actually thought it would be okay to spend the amount of money I spent for the Dyson Airwrap, and that's because I was actually in the market to get another hairdryer. So when I saw this, I figured if this can replace my hairdryer and then has all of the other attachments, then it would be worth it. So I figured today I would put these two tools to the ultimate matchup and see which one does a better job drying my hair. Now this is the Elchim 3900 Healthy Ionic Ceramic Professional Hair Dryer. According to the Ulta website, which actually carries the Elchim 3900, it claims that the Ionic technology is good for nourishing the hair, making it shiny, and also hydrates it. At the moment, this hair dryer goes for around $180. The Elchim 3900 also has far infrared heat, which helps protect the hair from overheating. And lastly, the Elchim 3900 also includes two concentrator heads. Using a hair dryer instead of a metal heating element helps protect my hair. So this is my go-to hairstyling product and tool for the past few years. I'm very curious to see if this can replace these. So now that I've covered the stats and information about my beloved Elchim 3900 hair dryer, let's talk about the features of the Dyson Airwrap. Now, to be fair, this pre-styling dryer that comes with the Dyson Airwrap is not a hair dryer. Its purpose is to get hair from wet to damp, so that it's ready for styling. This comes in at 1.5 pounds versus the 2 pounds of this. And I can tell you it feels a lot lighter holding this than it is to hold this. The regular Dyson hairdryer has 1600 watts of power. So this has 2000 watts and then this has 1200 watts of power. I didn't think that the Dyson had the negative ion technology, but upon looking at the website, this does have negative ion technology. And so it makes your hair smoother and it reduces static in your hair. I can definitely tell a difference between a regular hairdryer that doesn't have negative ion technology versus one of these tools. If you happen to be curious about the comparison between the Dyson Airwrap versus the Dyson hairdryer, I have that for you. Both the Dyson hairdryer and the Dyson Airwrap has a V9 motor. The Dyson Airwrap has 1200 watts of power versus the, I'm gonna put a picture here, the Dyson hairdryer has 1600 watts of power. Both the Dyson Airwrap and the Dyson hairdryer has the negative ion technology, so that's great. The Dyson Airwrap comes in at 1.5 pounds, whereas the Dyson hairdryer is 1.8 pounds. However, if you're looking for a hairdryer, the Airwrap doesn't come with any concentrators or nozzles, whereas the Dyson hairdryer comes with a concentrator, a smoothing nozzle, and a diffuser. So you get all three of those. Because of the elongated shape, it is more concentrated than the regular nozzle of the Dyson hairdryer where it's round. And lastly, and I think this is going to be the most significant between the Dyson hairdryer and the Dyson Airwrap, is the Dyson hairdryer has an airflow rate of 41 liters per second, whereas the Dyson Airwrap only has an airflow rate of 13 liters per second. So that is a significant difference. I just showered, so my hair is wet. I'm going to initially just divide my hair into two sections and use the Dyson Airwrap with the pre-styling dryer on the right side of my hair, and then I'm going to use the Elchim 3900 on the left side of my hair, and I'll time to see which dryer can dry my hair faster. Okay, so I have my stopwatch going here and going to start this and It took me almost 5 minutes and 23 seconds. I stopped the clock before I turned off my hairdryer, and I have it at 5 minutes 22.22 seconds. Shine wise, I feel like they're both very comparable. Softness, they're both really comparable. They feel the same, to be honest. A couple things to note: this dryer tangled my hair a lot more than this dryer, and I even try to comb my fingers through as I'm combing, and it could also be because I'm not used to having a vertical stream like this, where this is like horizontal. So the Elchim 3900 actually is supposed to have like a built-in silencer in it, and it's supposed to be a quieter model. And I thought it was going to be a lot quieter than the Dyson Airwrap, but let's turn them both on at the same time so you guys can see like a comparison of like which unit is louder. So here is the Dyson, and then here is the Elchim. And then both at the same time. I would say they're pretty comparable. They sound, one doesn't sound louder to me than the other. To be honest, I think this might have a stronger airflow than this. I could definitely tell a difference between the heat from the Elchim versus the heat from the Airwrap. This one definitely felt like it was kind of getting on the hot side, and this one was just like warm. So I think the last thing I'm gonna do to test out these two dryers is try to use them with a round brush to see how well they maneuver, and to see if I can style my hair using a round brush and either one of these dryers, just like a regular hair dryer. So what I'm gonna do is just slightly wet my hair, because that's how I normally do it. Okay, so here are the results from my blowout using my Elchim 39 hairdryer and the Dyson Airwrap using the pre-styling dryer attachment. Both sides are really smooth, really shiny, really pretty. I will say though that the Airwrap was a lot harder to blow up my hair with than my regular hair dryer, and I think that's just because I'm just so much more used to this hair dryer and the way that everything is shaped than I am this. It's just hard for me to see exactly where the barrel is here. This barrel also wasn't as precise as the Elchim's barrel because it has the concentrator on it. Because this was pretty much like self-propelling it off of the table that I was trying to set it on, I had to turn this off in between each time I readjusted the brush for my hair. It did take a lot longer using this as it does with my hair dryer. I do want to point out also that when I was blowing out my hair can be completely dry before I blow out my hair using a round brush and my hair dryer, because this does get pretty hot. Whereas I honestly don't think that I can start with dry hair and do a blowout using the Dyson Airwrap. I think I'm going to have to respray it with a little bit of water. It needs moisture just because the Airwrap doesn't get that hot. So with the Dyson Airwrap, you do need to have this available at all times, because moisture is really important for this to work well. Is this capable of giving you the same styles and the same results as a professional hair dryer? Yeah, you can clearly see that both sides of my head using both tools look really good, and they look pretty much identical. I'm actually really impressed with the shine I get from the Airwrap. If you take away all of the attachments from this, is this better than this? I don't think so. I still prefer my hair dryer over the pre-styling dryer, simply because of the concentrated nozzle, and I'm just used to using this more than I am with this. But with all of the attachments that come with the Dyson Airwrap, all you have to do is pull this off and put on, say, a round brush attachment, and it makes giving yourself a blowout that much easier and that much faster than the traditional hairdryer and round brush, trying to just like maneuver both arms at the same time. Alright guys, well, I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope it helped answer whether the Dyson Airwrap Pre-Styling dryer attachment could essentially replace your regular hair dryer. I honestly think it comes down to personal preference and how attached you are to your hair dryer and what you need it for. Let me know what you think of the pre-styling dryer attachment, or if you have any questions or comments in the comment section below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you haven't done so already, be sure to click on that subscribe button right there so you can see more videos like this. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!